Hello and welcome to another episode of Sweet Dreams, dream interpretation podcast, and one family's journey into the mind. My name is John Saha, and it smells like a cheeseburger in my room.
My name is James Saha, and it smells like golden Oreos in my room.
My name is Carolyn Real, and I'm here.
Episode 18, all growed up. Congratulations, you got the job.
Whoa, yay!
Yep, all your hard work is paid off. You are being hired on as, admin. I'm just going to go with what you wrote down originally. Coming to you live from Seattle, Washington, Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Tokyo, Japan. Quick question for everybody out there. I'm not the smartest person when it comes to computers. I do know that people change their IP addresses to download stuff illegally.
Whoa.
Not condoning that, but
Keep doing it.
If it gets our voices in your ears, then do it. But I have noticed that online there is this wild array of people who are listening to us from all different countries: Turkey, Russia, Germany, UK, Australia, Mexico, and a couple other ones.
Antarctica.
It's a lot of them in Antarctica. So either I'm old and I don't get it, and you guys are lying about your IP addresses, or people are actually listening to us from those countries. If that's the case, and you are living somewhere in Central or South America or anywhere that's not the United States or Japan, comment on something of ours or send us a message. Let us know you're listening.
Dos Vidania.
See. Also, there's a lot of people listening to us in North Carolina and Georgia. I don't know if that's true either. I mean, who would change their IP address to be downloading Star Wars in Georgia? I'm not sure, but if you are living in those states, also let us know. Curious. That's all.
That's the show.
All right. Thank you, and keep dreaming.
Yeah, sweet dreams. Go eat your eggs.
Love you. This week, my coworker brought me a batch of fresh eggs from her chickens. And it was so nice. And I also have been learning that you don't have to keep them in the refrigerator. And I made scrambled eggs just this morning and tried a new technique for making them where I put butter in them a little bit. And then you take them on and off the heat to help them do something. And it was the best scrambled eggs I've ever had.
To help them get a job. That's a powerful gift. That's a good friend.
Yeah, it was.
So instead of growing those those eggs into your own chickens, you decided to just eat them? I mean, you could have started this whole process.
No, you need to cut their lives short. That's where you draw your energy from. It's the murder.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't. I don't have it to put in them.
Well, now, what do you mean by that when you say that?
My PP. I don't have the PP that make them work.
That's how eggs are fertilized. Yeah.
I took science.
So anyways, John, you have any dreams lately?
Yes, I did. I had a dream. It was another musical dream, actually. It was a dream where it kind of sounds ridiculous. When I think about it now, it felt like that scene in Mad Max Fury Road where that guy that had that guitar was suspended in front of those amplifiers on that car. I felt a little bit like that because I was standing on this wall of amplifiers and I had this microphone and I was using I was getting a bunch of feedback and making a song out of that and then just screaming into it. So not the same as last time when I was talking about how I had a dream where I was floating down a river on a raft and singing beautifully. It was like more or less the opposite. But if I'm going to try to interpret my own dream, I think I miss making music. I think that's the takeaway from that.
Makes sense.
I can see that. Were you on like a moving car, or were you just in front of a wall of amps?
The latter. Yeah, no, I wasn't moving, but it was like, it felt cinematic enough. It was like, kind of fantastic.
Were you by yourself?
Yo, I think I was. I didn't feel lonely at all in the dream, but like it was only.
So one man performance.
I guess so. Man, I would not go to see that show. My own show. It was like, it was all about like this. It was like musically, it was like the sound was the thing that was like the key element of the dream. It wasn't necessarily like the scenery or the people I was with, because that didn't really stick out at all. It was like this wall of amps and this noise that I was making, and like it was like twisting and being manipulated in this wild way. I had like all these like effects on it. I don't know. Enough of my rock star bullshit. Carolyn, have you dreamt lately?
No.
Okay, James.
I did have a dream, but I can't remember any of it clearly enough to form it into coherent sentences. One of those bad boys.
Huh.
James?
Yeah. Let's see. The one I really remember from the last week was big surprise, had to do with my Monster of the Week group again. I end up working on that campaign late into the night most weeknights. So I go to sleep like just thinking about what I could be doing in the campaign and what kind of like story arcs I got going on. And one of my dreams had me interacting with the four elders of. I just took my group to a new city to explore. And it's like a kind of primitive city, and they've got these like democratic clans that work together, and it's like a rhino clan, a lion clan, eagle clan, and the spider clan. And in my dream, the elders of all of those clans requested that I get like a totem for them to show my allegiance to their clan and my willingness to help.
Interesting. Were you talking to these people? They were like anthropomorphized animals and stuff like that? Like
no, they had like masks on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see the people I had imagined as I was like introducing my characters to these, or my hunters to these people the other night.
Yeah.
So then it's like the image of them I had in my head kind of, I don't know if they were one. I know the Spider Elder was a famous actress, but I can't remember who it was.
Oh, please remember who it was. In your dream, it was portrayed by a famous actress?
Yeah, who was it?
Probably Anne Hathaway, I would guess.
Yeah, just lie to me and give me a name, please.
Let's see, it was...
Google search name generator.
I remember who it was. It was Florence Kasumba, who is one of the female leads from the Black Panther movie.
Dang, you remembered that so quickly. That was good.
Yeah.
That's a dope dream. I like that you get to explore that world that you're creating. That's lucky. At least I think it would be.
It's not the first time I've been there, and I imagine I'll be going back sometime soon.
All right.
Punch that dream passport.
Yeah, hopefully it's not expensive for you. Before we dive into these dreams, Carolyn, we got some people talking about us online. What are they saying? Who are they? Give me the deets.
Better not be talking shit.
Yeah, we've had some good friends of mine doing the Lord's work, spreading the word, talking about listening to the show. And today, one of those people, their name is Taylor. The username is @tmermaidia.
Yes.
And says, I love that this week's @sweetdreams_pod episode details talks about a job interview when I'm listening to it on the way to a job interview. And then 3 cover the mouth emojis, connections. We hope that, dear dreamer, your interview went well. Bet you got it. Listening to that good luck on your way down there. That good. Another friend of mine that often tweets at us and about us is my friend Johanna. She is at Johanna Corrine 15. Is it Corrine or Corinne? Actually, not sure.
I don't know.
Last thing that she tweeted about us, listening to the @sweetdreams_pod makes me so happy. I love hearing about people's dreams, and I just really enjoy listening to these amazing siblings. Sniblings. Talk about them and whatever else they end up on a rant about. And of course, my best friend Danielle's always tweeting about us, #1 fan, and their is @Danielle_Snow. So thank you all for tweeting about us. Some of you also are out there doing some other stuff on Instagram and stuff, so just keep doing it. And maybe you'll get mentioned on the show. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, thank you all. What do you want to start with? Do we go digital?
Let's do a Dear Dreamer. I feel like we usually start with digital dreams, so I want to fucking like mix it up, you know?
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Carolyn, you ready?
A gum. Am I muted?
No.
I'm so mad it said I was muted when I wasn't. Okay.
A gum.
This is all staying in the episode. Please.
A gumshoe. Damn it.
Keep going. It's perfect.
A gumshoe-esque man in a bowler cap and a trench coat jumped into the door of our room, the Saint Tropez, and said to the both of us, the 76th day.
Whoa.
When we did the math, we found out that the 76th day of our relationship had happened at the end of January. There was some context before the dream talking about this dreamer and their girlfriend. Turns out my girlfriend had written me a letter and sent it off that day, but later asked me not to read it. I have given it back since to her unopened. She still has the letter, but feels a little embarrassed about what it contains. She really doesn't remember what she wrote. What do you think? What's in that letter? And when I wrote back to this dreamer, who is Boshs Jordman, they said that at the time the girlfriend was overseas and was writing often and had kind of gotten a little drunk before writing this letter, so it was the equivalent to a drunk dial, and had written this letter, sent it out, and then had asked Boshs to not open it. Boshs agreed, but now Boshs has this dream about this man saying the 76th day, which is the day the letter was sent off.
Dang.
You have to open it.
How do you,
Right?
Like, even if it's... Sorry, James, go ahead.
How do you, like... I mean, I get writing, like, a drunk text or something and sending that. How do you write a drunk letter and then get your drunk ass to the post office and
Yeah.
send it out?
The most fucking Jane Austen ass fucking Joe March ass shit. Like, I'm gonna drink straight bourbon and then write this letter to my love across the seas.
Yeah. Ludwig, take this letter to the post office before I forget. And
Do powder your wig. You look
Yeah.
terrible.
Before I sober up and change my mind, Ludwig, off with you. You have to open up this letter one way or another, even if it's not you. I feel like at least this partner, this girlfriend of yours, should open it, because like. So now I'm interested because she says she's drunk enough not to remember exactly what's in the letter, but like, what if there's like something in there that's like kind of crucial, and like you're getting your own sort of like secret message from the universe that's like, you know, Agent Cooper, like, wake up, you forgot something. It's in that letter.
And to me, the like gumshoe-esque man in a bowler cap coming in a trench coat gives me the feeling that like whatever's in that letter is gonna solve a fucking mystery.
Oh yeah.
Like, the answers you seek are in the deep. I don't know. Are in the letter.
Listen here, folks. You got a murder you don't even know about yet, and you also got a clue to figuring it out. And you're just letting it collect some dust underneath the bed. So go ahead and grab it, rip it open.
And read it?
And
No.
read it.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if there could be more to it. Like, maybe the 76th day is actually upcoming. Like, when they had this dream. Like, I wonder what 76 days from that point was, or is, rather, because I imagine it hasn't happened yet.
An experiment.
Maybe wait until that day to open the letter.
And if
Yeah.
nothing happens on that day, then you, like, you have to open
Send
it by
it
that
again.
point. Yeah. Send it again. Wait, who are we sending it to at this point?
Fucking someone else, and then on the front you just write, on the 76th day.
Oh, so it's sort of like
Keep this going.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Ring. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and everyone fucking dies.
On that note, do we want a digital dream?
Yep.
Cool. This one comes from the Dream subreddit from the user is Zinc Your Sniffer. So if, like, for when you're sick, you take some zinc. It is titled Son Draws Picture of Father's Dream. I'm the dad. And last night I dreamt that my son and I were on a plane that crashed. Extremely vivid, but we weren't hurt. We survived perfectly fine. Fast forward to tonight when I get home from work and my son came home from school and shows me a picture of a crashing plane that he drew today. He hasn't drawn something like this before. Is there something to make sense of this? Or is there something to make of this? Seems very strongly coincidental. He and I have a very close bond.
That was not a dream. That was a vision.
Right.
Yeah, I would stay off planes with your son for a while. Like, maybe take separate modes of transportation.
And
Definitely
I mean, if we want to go non-literal with it, maybe there's something that is you want to take off and fly, try new things, start to go forward in your life with some new. I don't know, but it's dangerous, and something is in store that will hurt you and your son. Maybe it's a new relationship.
They weren't hurt. They walked away from it just fine.
That is a really, really weird part of it. I was with you, Carolyn, but that is like the outlier of this digital dream is that they are qualifying it with the fact that they survived perfectly fine in this plane crash.
I'm going to go back to this being a vision because in the comments, this person also said something about how they had some dreams in the past about things before they happened.
Yes. Oh, and it's passed via bloodline. He says, I have a very close bond with my son. I'm the dad. Yeah, you're talking about the part in the comment section where he talks about how in high school he had dreams about being broken up with this girl, and then it happened.
Multiple times, I think.
Yeah, so...
She just kept breaking up with them.
Damn.
But then, like, okay, so then if we follow this line of thought, if he is surviving this plane crash, I think then that, like, this is... a combination that you need to go forward with this. Like, back to what Carolyn is saying, whatever chance you're about ready to take, I say take it. I think that it's going to be a situation in which, the writing is on the wall, like literally in this artwork that your son has made, and also like in the, horrifying plane crash that happened in your dream. But so it might be a difficult thing that you're doing, but go through with it is my suggestion, because you're coming out on the other side perfectly fine.
Also,
with your son.
Ask your son why he drew this fucking picture too.
Yo, we can start there. Rewind a little bit and just start talking to your kids.
Yeah. What a strong bond you have with them. Shit.
Whoa, James. You don't know shit about Zinker Sniffer.
I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I figured you were. It still smells like cheeseburgers in my room. Do we want to move on to a Dear Dreamer?
Yes.
So it's my birthday in my dream, and I'm at a restaurant that is supposed to be Red Lobster, but is clearly an Applebee's. My mom.
Fuck this place.
As soon as I read this dream, I out loud said, fuck yeah, when they wrote Applebee's.
Red Lobster's cheddar bay biscuits are way better.
All right.
This is true.
My
mom, 2 sisters, and partner are there, and we are sat at this very long, large table that has another family on the other end. The server comes to our table, and my mom starts asking questions and getting upset, which causes a scene. Then my sister, who is giving the server this super complicated, ridiculous order, and my other sister just takes forever to decide. My partner orders, and I start panicking because the menu changed and didn't have pictures anymore, and I didn't recognize anything. The server skips me and then comes back, and I ask about a dish that isn't real anymore, and I panic and order chicken tenders. Then I wake up, and that's from Confused at Applebee's.
Well, I understand that dream perfectly. You had a shitty time at Applebee's.
God damn it!
It was overcrowded. Like, they didn't even ask you to wait. They sat you at another table with another family.
No, it's community building.
Waitress
like that
skipped
now.
over you. Aren't even any fucking pictures on the menu. Leave. Go to Joe's Crab Shack.
I don't think that the restaurant is actually that big of a deal in this dream, James, as much as you hate Applebee's. It seems to have more to do with like the family, because like when the sisters are ordering, it was really frustrating for them. Like the menu did change. That is a good point. Like it doesn't have the pictures anymore on it, and so like that is one part of it that I will agree with you on. But it seems to have to do more with like interacting in like social environments with your family, and then like. If you want to take the whole menu thing and like graft it onto that interpretation, then it's like you feel like you're maybe not equipped to do those things. Like, oh shit, I thought I knew how to do this. I don't have the pictures anymore. I can't order this made up menu item, this dish that isn't real anymore, to use their words. I'll just go with chicken tenders. So you just go with like the default. You go with what you're comfortable with. So I think this is a situation wherein you have this problem and you try to face it, it doesn't work, and then you sort of just go to a comfort zone and get chicken tenders and peace out.
I also know, with similar to reading clocks in your dream or in your dreams that never really show the correct time, I think it's equally as difficult to read text in your dream. So the fact that your subconscious wiped away all of the pictures and essentially made this menu unreadable to you is, I mean, you couldn't just go through and pick out something else because you couldn't actually understand anything on that menu. So chicken tendies it is.
Right. And in like a dream, you can go lucid if you taste a chicken tender. That's another thing you can do too.
Yeah, only if they're dipped in raw egg.
Yuck. What?
Yeah, it's true.
I
Caroline?
swear the mozzarella sticks were on here a fucking minute ago.
I knew she was around here somewhere. Here she comes.
They're right here.
Mozzarella sticks, sir. I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. Are you sure you don't want to just order something off the menu?
Well, I would like to look on the menu.
But you need the pictures?
I can't read. Yeah. No, John, I think you hit it on the nose.
Ooh, wait, are we on like a good beat right now, where we can just clip along to the digital dream? Just like keep going?
Fucking gumshoe me.
Fuck Applebee's. Let's go.
Do you want a Reddit one or a Yahoo one?
What was the last one we did?
It was Reddit. We haven't hit Yahoo yet.
Yahoo.
What does this strange dream mean? I remember a long time ago, probably late 2000s, I dreamt of the skeleton guy from Tales of the Crypt, and there were flashing clips of him doing bad things to people, and other disturbing clips, and doing something to a woman or something. But then, at the end, he was driving a car and was regretful of his past bad deeds, and there's this innocent, encouraging song in the background while he's saying he's changed and will do good, and he was really emotional about it. Then I woke up, still kind of disturbing nonetheless. Before we go any further, if you are assaulting people, then that's a line and you've crossed it. But in the context of this dream, Tales of the Cryptkeeper, what do we think is going on here with this guy?
I kind of picture him as having the same facial expression that James from Twin Peaks has. I mean, he's just like super moody and always looks like he's just like, I don't know, murdered his family or something.
Yeah, and his forehead is just skyrocketing.
Yeah, he just takes off on his motorcycle looking super moody. So I'm picturing the Crypt Keeper on James's motorcycle. He's regretting everything.
He does say in Twin Peaks that it's not really about a destination, rather about a feeling. And in this dream, this Crypt Keeper is feeling really emotional about it. There's this uplifting, encouraging song. No, actually, it doesn't say uplifting. It says innocent, encouraging song in the background.
So Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe?
Right, exactly. So it goes from this like late 90s sort of like B horror film kind of thing to like present day
music video.
Yeah, teen music video. There we go. Oh, okay. So with that read on it, what does this mean for this dreamer?
MTV
Is dead. You
No.
Okay. Never mind.
It's interesting. This is the second dream we've had where someone was watching the main content of their dream was something they were observing through like a television. They weren't actually taking part in any of this, but they were still getting this read on the situation.
I will say I find that a lot online. It happens to me to some extent, but I do read about that online a lot, especially on Tumblr. If I'm looking for digital dreams, there's a lot of people who are dreaming about like interacting with their phones and watching movies and videos and stuff like that, and like YouTube.
And that's like the main content of the dream is like what they are observing through this digital portal.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's like the basic framework. That's the basic framework of it, but like it's usually goes on to be something after that, like something weird after that.
Do you think that's impacted by people like trying to go to bed so they watch a little TV or movie or something?
100%. Yeah, I think so.
100%. Holy shit.
Oh my god. What else do we think about this before we leave it behind and do something else?
I mean, no matter how much of a badass you portray yourself as, like Cryptkeeper, who would think that anything would ever bother him doing some dirty deeds? But deep down inside, he's just like one of us, man. You know,
That's true.
You observe this negative character doing these terrible things, but it's only when he's alone and allows himself to be vulnerable that you can see him for who he really is. And it's a man full of regrets.
Yeah, that is a good read on it, actually, because that guy in that show is like, he's just kind of like the host, right? Like, there's not any sort of depth to him at all.
Spooky.
Interesting. Well, yeah, he is spooky.
He's spooky.
He's super spooky. Spooky boy.
So, yeah, this means that you don't have to forgive someone for abusing somebody. You can cut them out of your life, but no matter how far gone you are, you can still feel regret and try to ask for forgiveness. Even the Crypt Keeper and all the disturbing things that he's done to people can still be that man on a highway listening to Carly Rae Jepsen thinking, I will turn my life around. There's still hope for you, dreamer.
I'd like to take you boys to something new, something different. It's called Dream Trivia.
All right, I got my visor on. I got my Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm ready to go.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm ready enough. Sure, let's go.
Great. So this is a new segment I created 20 minutes ago called Dream Trivia. That I will ask you questions and you will try to give me the correct answer.
Eggs.
No. The first question. The term nightmare originally described not only a bad dream, but also the supernatural being that brought it. To which of the following did the Middle English word nightmare refer? A banshee, a male incubus, a poltergeist, or a female goblin?
So it was banshee, male incubus, poltergeist, or female goblin?
Yep.
Dang, how did I remember that? James already gave his answer. He said egg, so he's immediately disqualified from this round.
Fuck that. No, I'm back.
I
got my answer.
Banshee, male incubus, poltergeist. Female goblin was the last one?
Yes.
I'm going to go with banshee.
Okay, locked in.
Poltergeist.
Wrong!
All right,
Damn
I'm
it.
going to go with male incubus.
Wrong!
All right, John,
I'm
you get
going to
another
go
guess?
with female goblin.
Oh my god, you got it right!
My first correct answer.
It was known that a female goblin would deliver you your nightmare, and that's what they referred to that creature as. Next question.
Give it to me.
Many people snore while they sleep. True or false? A surgery exists that removes tissue from the throat in hopes to reduce snoring. In this surgery, the uvula, adenoids, soft palate, tonsils, and the pharynx may all be removed. True or false?
Oh, fuck. I like that it's in hopes of curing this. It's not even like, yeah, no, we figured it out. The surgery's good. Like,
just keep taking stuff out until you stop snoring or breathing.
I'm gonna go female goblin. True.
See, I'm going false because I don't think you can get your uvula removed. I don't think things are okay after that.
It is true.
What the fuck?
And this is what that surgery's called.
Uvulopalaryngoplasty.
One more time for the people in the back.
Uvulopalaryngoplasty.
Oh, yeah.
Uvulopalaryngoplasty.
Uvulectomy. This removes all or part of the uvula. It's usually done to treat snoring.
Goblin daughter.
Some of the symptoms of obstructive
Goblin
sleep apnea.
daughter.
Carolyn, do you have another one for us?
Yeah, this is your final one.
Yeah.
Which of these famous songs is said to be inspired by a dream? Supersonic by Oasis, Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, or Yesterday by the Beatles?
Or all of Carly Rae Jepsen's discography. The genius little angel she is. I think it's the Beatles song. For some reason, I have this in my memory that is supposed to be from a dream.
We go,
Yesterday was the song? Sorry, James.
Yeah.
Yes, it was called Yesterday.
We go with What a Wonderful World by Louis C.K.
John wins. It was Yesterday by the Beatles.
Oh, what
shit.
Thank you for joining Dream Trivia.
Wait, give us another one. I can't let John win.
Too late. I'm already 2 points ahead of you.
Oh, here's another one. Here's another one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uvulopalaryngoplasty.
Great. All right, so I lose this one, brother. Next dream. Get me the fuck out of here.
Shit. Oh, let's go to the snooze shack. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Me too. Let's go.
Fuck. Sorry, James.
Lost.
I think it's karma for how mean you were to me on Christmas when I lost.
You know what's so weird? This episode is brought to you in part by Saturator. You don't know who they are? They're a Seattle-based audio-visual production team, and they are available for commission, capture, and content. I know you want that. Saturator is this multimedia collective that's like dedicated to facilitating your creative vision.
Yeah,
I know you have those.
Yeah, how do you not know who they are at this point?
Yeah, I know you're having creative visions about plane crashes. Saturator, maximize your pixels. Check out their Twitch stream, and please feel free to reach out by email or Instagram, found on the SWAT Dreams Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Come make Saturator let your dreams come true, please. So if you want to check them out, you can find them on our bio on Instagram, and maybe on our Twitter. I'd have to check. Oopsie.
Yeah, so if your son has this weird, like, precog element where they're drawing pictures of the dream that you're having, probably time to call Saturator and turn it into a short movie. Just going to say it. And if you're not ready for that, then chill out and take a moment to listen to 10 Bros. It's a comedic informational podcast on all things Smash Bros. Host Johnson and Eric take turns educating each other on the history of characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Where did they come from? Why do they deserve to be in the game? And of course, they
They
good.
good.
They're good. Join Nintendo Bros in discussions about the current state of competitive Smash history and most of all just straight up nonsense. Spoiler alert, it's mostly nonsense on the show. Tweet your personal answers to the Race to the Finish segment at Nintendo Bros 1 for a chance to be shouted out in an upcoming episode. It's available on iTunes and Spotify. I listened to the most recent episode of this show and it was entirely about Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Eric, God bless you for doing all the research you did. That was a fucking insane episode. It didn't make any sense to me. It was like a nightmare to listen to because, like, how does anybody come up with a story like that? But this illustrates the point that I've made time and time again. Doesn't matter if you play the game because they'll fill you in on all the pertinent information, and it's a delight to listen to.
So we'd also like to thank Nathan Dell for designing our artwork, or designing the lettering on our artwork. And we've got a little spot for him here too. So Nathan Dell is an artist and entrepreneur. From hand illustrated lettering to sign painting, murals, illustration, and screen printing, he does it all. He is available for commission design work and can be contacted through his Instagram at Nate the Sign Painter, all one word. Additionally, he is creator and curator for his own apparel line called In the Bag. You can find all that good clothing content at www.indabag, that's INDABAG.net. And go and check out his stuff. He's got a lot of really cool clothing stuff up there. I like the shirts and the hats. I don't know if he does international shipping, but I do know that it's free shipping for all orders over $50.
There
you
you go.
also get free stickers and goodies with every order, so go check it out.
Yeah, Nate's stuff is great. I can't express how happy I am for the fact that there are people that will lend their artistic talents to helping this show. And if you want to even just have your stuff advertised in here, get at us. We'll figure something out and we'll share your stuff and get your artwork out there. And now back to the dreams. Do we want to start with digital or Dear Dreamer?
Which one did we end on?
We ended on digital.
How about a dear dreamer? Had a dream that my teeth were holy, as in had a lot of holes in them. Almost like Swiss cheese, but instead of cheese, it was just whatever teeth they're made out of. Am I okay? And that's from Cavity Creature.
Swiss teeth.
Huh. Sounds like someone's been lying a lot.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I can trust this dream.
Fuck.
I know the dream symbol for losing your teeth in your dream is supposed to mean that you regret something you said. So if you got holes in your teeth, I'm guessing there's been a lot of holes in what you've been saying because you're not telling us the whole story.
Whoa.
I dropped my mic, but it's on a stand.
Just tip it over, brother. You got this.
Okay. Ah, shit.
And he said that shit, and I literally sat back in my chair.
I literally just knocked over my microphone on accident. Yeah, next dream. James solved it.
Fucking
Okay.
digital.
Okay. Boom. Got it in one.
Yeah, don't be a liar. All right, this one comes from One Time I Dreamt Tumblr. Me and my sister were shopping in a Walmart to get tea, but after walking around for quite some time, we couldn't find it, so we asked an employee if there was any tea in the store, and the employee looked at me and in a deep voice said, "Only reality." And then I woke up in a cold sweat.
Woof.
Yeah,
Bark.
let's do it in one. This is your mind telling you to wake up, sheeple. You stop shopping at Walmart, start making your own tea at home. That's your own reality, right there, baby. Next
Gather
dream.
some daffodils. Boil up some water.
Yeah, what are you making your tea from home out of?
Grass, old worms.
Oh,
Yeah, belly button lint.
The Cryptkeeper's regrets.
I had a dream that I broke both of my wrists riding in a moped. Shit.
Mm,
God.
damn shit.
Damn
I had a-
shit.
I had a dream that I broke both of my wrists riding a moped. In my dream, I kept playing the moment back to see if I could change the future. Ultimately, my wrists broke every time, and I'd like to add that my wrists broke every time whether I was riding the moped or not. That's from Olivia.
Oh, what
Sounds
the
terrible. It's like the worst Groundhog's Day ever.
Yeah, groundhog. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you got him, Carolyn. So even if you have control over the dream and you can replay it and have a second shot or a third or a fourth or a fifth shot at it, no matter what you do, your arms are being broken.
Wrists.
Wrists. Oh, that sucks. I'm the only sibling on this show that hasn't broken an arm or a wrist. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Are you asking us or the dreamers?
I'm asking for the dreamers. I'm waiting for them to tweet at me right now.
Oh, this just in. All of our listeners tweeted and said, no, they didn't know that.
Oh, shit. Well, cool. I'm glad I shared it then. It's good for me to get the information out there. So no matter what you do, even if you stay off this scooter, you're still going to break your wrists. That means then that like your dream is, or your brain is manifesting this scenario wherein despite your best efforts, there's this impending doom coming for you. But I will say though, like, man, maybe I'm not the expert on this, but breaking bones is like a manageable thing, right? Like it's temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the two you think?
I would say like the biggest hindrance after breaking a wrist is that you really can't move a lot of weight with that hand. Like I've broken, I guess both wrists, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, separate times. But breaking like your dominant wrist is terrible. But breaking both at the same time, like you would be out of commission for a lot of things. And the first thing that popped in my mind was you wouldn't be able to go rock climbing or like pull yourself up things. So maybe this is like the dreamer's subconscious telling them that they are not able to take care of themselves, or they don't think they have the ability to take care of themselves despite all of their best intentions and trying to do everything right and redo situations. They just coming up short, breaking them wrists.
Yeah, no more extreme sports.
Tonsil hockey out.
No, you can still do that one.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that don't require wrists. Olivia, sorry to hear about your wrists. Why a scooter? This is the thing that I keep coming back to. Is like a scooter for me immediately reminds me of like childhood, like in the driveway. You know,
I was picturing like moped. You're picturing
I
like
mean,
razor.
yeah, they do say moped.
Yeah, never mind. I guess
Fucking wrong, dude.
that's all right. I'd rather be wrong than have a broken wrist.
I want to know what was the action that broke the wrists.
Revving that fucking shit too hard.
Okay.
So they said even when they weren't on the scooter, their wrists would end up broken. So were they like falling, catching themselves
Did it just
weird?
fucking crack, touching themselves weird? Yeah, winking it too hard.
Right. You look up and you try to like raise a hand to keep the sun out of your eyes, and your wrist just fucking snaps.
Fucking snaps, dude.
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the scooter. Maybe it has everything to do with the wrist and like the fact that like maybe they make their money doing something with like their hands. You know what I mean? Like, are they an artist?
Churning butter.
Are they a butter churner?
Be hard to do with broken wrists, man.
Are they?
You have to use your feet for sure.
Oh god,
Are they
yes.
making the soured whipped cream that's in Carolyn's belly button?
God.
I dreamt last night that I was robbing people at a motel. Going room to room with a knife with Bernie Sanders of all people, extremely vivid, to the point I genuinely thought I was going to be arrested and spend my life in jail at the end when the cops turned up. This is a digital dream coming from the Dreams subreddit.
Do you think Bernie would get arrested along with them?
Yes, I think you would actually.
In this situation, yeah, probably.
I'm coming to you once again to rob you in your motel.
To ask for bail.
Is this where we officially come out with our dream endorsement of Bernie Sanders? You know, you have like the culinary union is like a really big deal for like, you know, previous past presidents, like their endorsements are a really big deal. Like, but what about Sweet Dreams and Dream Interpretation Podcast, One Family's Journey into the Mind? What candidate are they endorsing?
Well, Dreams and Democrats start with D, and Republicans suck. So whoever the party leader is of the Democrats, if it's not like Bloomberg or Breitbart, whatever the guy's name is.
You're so close.
Butt plug?
Yeah. Booty Judge.
Booty Judge.
So Mayor Bloomberg, the horse mayor.
Mayor Bloomberg.
What if Bernie Sanders is robbing people? What if you are with him in this dream scenario with a knife?
Is he taking money? Do you think?
What if he's taking campaign donations? What if that's what this is about? He's robbing your vote. It's fucking communist. Well, anyways, I guess that's gonna just about do it for us today. I think we've just about run out of steam at this point.
We still got some more time left.
What do y'all want to do?
Well, we got any more Dear Dreamers hidden away?
I'm writing a letter, and it starts, Dear Dreamer. 3 ladies, middle-aged, might have been one of them, can't remember, can't tell, don't know. They were friends, but then they realized they were all in love with each other and wanted to be together. And a lot of stuff went down. And we were in this tall building. It started getting scary, man.
Just
An
Golden
infection.
It's like the new pilot episode for Golden Girls.
An infection or a demon. It was going to get all of us. And then instead it got one of the ladies. She was really big. She was really big with dark hair and pale skin. Now she's evil, and now she's trying to kill the other ladies. I knew that I had to get up because my alarm was going off, but I was still asleep. But to end the dream, me, the sleeping person, I made the evil lady throw herself off the building. I was resisting at first because it would have been sad, but I needed to wake up. And that's So Emma.
Oh shit, welcome back, Emma.
Yeah, the not so benevolent That's So Emma.
Damn.
She was really big.
I'm glad Emma was able to take care of business before waking up. Like they knew they had to like, okay, I gotta get my day started and everything, but before I leave, I've got to do this, and then poof, right off the building.
Yeah, gotta wrap this one up.
Yeah, gotta save my dream characters.
Be right there, honey. Gotta kill this lady.
I have this weird insider knowledge about Emma. I know that last night there was like a raid, like a SWAT team raid on their neighbor's apartment.
What?
It's hard for me. Like, I know this dream happened at a different night than like what she just told me happened the other day, but like it's hard for me not to like conflate the two and think like you're waking up to this like traumatic thing and be like, oh shit, but real quick, I have to wrap up this dream. I guess I'll make the lady jump off the building.
Have you guys ever had dreams like that where you woke up and you're like, well, I don't really need to be up right now. Like you don't have to get out of bed, so you just you go back to finish a dream?
Yeah, it's rare though. I have had that happen.
I agree.
I have to wake up really early a lot of the time, so like
just stop.
I think it's more like just I mash my phone with my furious greasy fingers in the morning trying to hit the snooze button.
Greasy?
Well, you know, I mean, like you sweat sometimes at night, like
Get the stinky stuff in your belly button.
fucking our next sponsor.
Enough of that. What, Q-tips?
Yeah, well, when I was younger, I tried to fucking clean it because I was embarrassed, and I stuck it so far in my belly button I couldn't breathe, and I had to have Mom take it out.
That is insane.
So I might edit that out too, just because I'm scared.
Emma, listen, when you've got 3 ladies, they're gonna fall in love. It's happened to me, it happens to you. It's part of human nature. And when you got 3 people in love, sometimes things can get kind of tensions. Tensions can run wild.
Ooh,
Tensions
buddy.
rise. Tensions rise. You got it, Carolyn.
She don't though.
And you gotta kill her. You gotta kill one of them. So
Right. So yeah, in your waking life, if you have any scenario wherein 3 women are in the same situation at the same time, one of them has to die. Not a big deal.
hot.
Pick the one with dark hair, pale skin. That's the one you should go with. Have her jump off. There you go.
Bye-bye.
Before we go, I would like to say thank you to a bunch of people at this point. Primarily, I like to say thank you to Mom, Dad. I say thank you to Rozzy. Thank you to my
Who's
brother
Rozzy?
James. Rozzy is this stinky beast creature right now that's sharing this room with me. Sitting in this fucking cheeseburger fog that I'm sitting in right now. Yeah, this is that rare part of the episode where if you stuck around for the whole thing, you get this like good stinky content at the end. Thank you to Saturator. Thank you to Darkly for letting us use your song Doghouse off the album Rarities. It is available on Spotify and Bandcamp. Thank you to Nate the Sign Painter for creating some beautiful hand illustrated text for us that is now featured on our album artwork. And thank you to everybody who's been listening and sharing, commenting, following, subscribing, etc. If you could do me one small favor and recommend this show to a friend, I'd appreciate that. We would appreciate that. And keep sending in your dreams. Anything else from my 2 lovely siblings before I give us one more thing before we go?
Thank you, Sabling, for the art.
James, what you got?
Oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
What do you got in your room right now? What are you looking at that you might just want to like throw out there and say thank you to?
Pizza jerky, man. I'm thankful for pizza jerky.
Right on. All right. Welcome to the Dream Laboratory. Oh, never mind. Back up. Carolyn's got something.
If you are not in the U.S., please let us know.
I'm not in the U.S.
Okay, anyone but James. Oh my fucking god.
All right, let's get lucid. Here is a lucid dreaming tip. Dive underwater and breathe normally without oxygen. Think of the water as being like air. It's okay to fill your lungs with it. Yep, there you go.
Do
Thanks,
that
everybody.
when you dream.
Yeah, don't go in your bathtub and drown yourself tonight.
Go eat your eggs.
Keep dreaming.
I love you.
Maybe stick around after the episode for a dream recording in the wild. See if it comes through all right.
Yeah, James went on a safari.
Yeah,
And
to
befriended a
Tori
lion.
Kazoku.
A slumber safari.
Okay, so my dream last night was that we were like in a similar situation right now at like Tori.
We were in your dream.
All of you were, and you were, all of you, all the Higashi Murayama people brought up that you guys said, hey, so Steven, we had a motion to change Monster of the Week to Saturday because Aya wants to play games with us on Wednesday.
What the fuck?
Who's Iowa?
Aya, sorry.
Oh, Aya.
Aya wanted to play games with us on Wednesday.
What?
And so we had to like appease her so things wouldn't be weird. And so I hope you can change your schedule to playing Monster of the Week on Saturday. And I was
That's
like,
really traumatic.
I was like in a panic attack, like, guys, I don't think I can because like that's like the one day
give
when I
up
can like
your
hang out with like
Saturday
Yuma,
night,
like it's
yeah.
usually like a Yuma hangout
They
day.
have a life outside
Like
of us.
yeah, like I can't do Monster of the Week. We're like, guess we got to kill off your character.
Oh my god.
And I woke up like hyperventilating, like tears running down the sides of my eyelids. I was freaking out, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, what day is it? What day is it? Okay, it's not Saturday. It's not. Okay. I think it was just a dream. It wasn't real. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're
Anxiety
good. Yeah.
slash trauma.
So that was my dream. Like
Steven, I would
the Aya
never, ever
was creeping from you guys
into your
into
subconscious.
my subconscious.
Oh,
I believe it.